नमस्कार. जय श्रीकृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौरभक्त वृंदा. Enunciating text 28 and text 29 of chapter 4, Vidur approaches Maitreya of third canto, the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 28. Rajo vacha निधन मुपगतेषु वृष्णि भोजेष्व धीरथ युथ पयुथपेषु मुख्यः स तु कथं वशिष्ठ उद्धवो यदधरी रपि त्यज आकृतिं त्र्यधीशः. The king inquired at the end of the pastimes of the Lord of the three worlds, Sri Krishna, and after the disappearance of the members of the Vrishni and Bhoj dynasties, who were the best of the great commanders, why did Uddhav alone remain? According to Sri Jiva Goswami, Nidhanam means the transcendental abode of the Lord, Ni means the highest, and Dhanam means opulence. And because the abode of the Lord is the highest manifestation of transcendental opulence, his abode can therefore be called Nidhanam. Apart from the grammatical elucidation, the real purpose of the word Nidhanam is to indicate that all the members of Vrishni and Bhoj dynasties were direct associates of the Lord, and after the end of his pastimes, all the associates were dispatched to their respective positions in the transcendental abode. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur elucidates the meaning of Akrutim as pastimes. A means complete and Akrutim means transcendental pastimes. Since the Lord is identical with his transcendental body, there is no question of his changing or quitting his body. To act in accordance with the rules and customs of the material world, the Lord seems to take his birth or leave his body, but the pure devotees of the Lord know well the actual fact. It is necessary, therefore, for the serious students of Srimad Bhagavatam to follow the notes and comments of the great acharyas like Jiva Goswami and Vishwanath Chakravarti. To others who are not devotees of the Lord, the comments and explanations of such acharyas may appear to be grammatical jugglery, but to the students who are in the line of disciplic succession, the explanations of the great acharyas are quite fit. The word Upagateshu is also significant. All the members of Vrishni and Bhoj directly reach the abode of the Lord. Other devotees do not reach the abode of the Lord directly, but the pure associates of the Lord have no attraction for the opulence of any planets of the material world. Sometimes due to inquisitiveness, devotees who are to be promoted to the abode of the Lord have some attraction for the opulence of the higher material planets above the earth, and thus they desire to see them while going up to the perfection. But the Vrishnis and Bhojas were directly dispatched because they had no attraction for material planets. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also suggests that according to the Amarkosh dictionary, Akrutim also means signal. Lord Krishna ordered Uddhav by signal to go to Badrika ashram after his departure, and Uddhav, as a pure devotee of the Lord, carried out the order more faithfully than going back to Godhead or the abode of the Lord. This was the cause of his remaining alone even after the departure of the Lord from the face of the earth. Text 29. Shri Shuka Uvacha Brahma Sha Pap Deshen Kalena Mogha Vanchitah Samarutya Swakulam Svitam Tyakshan Deham Chintayata. Shukdev Goswami replied, "My dear king, the cursing of the Brahmanas was only a plea, but the actual fact was the supreme desire of the Lord. He wanted to disappear from the face of the earth after dispatching his excessive numerous family members. He thought to himself as follows." In this verse, the word Tyakshana is very significant in relation to Lord Sri Krishna's leaving his body. Since he is the eternal form of existence, knowledge and bliss, his body and his self are identical. Therefore, how is it possible that he would leave his body and then disappear from the vision of the world? There is a great controversy amongst the non-devotees or Mayavadis about the mysterious disappearance of the Lord, and the doubts of those men with a poor fund of knowledge have been very elaborately cleared by Srila Jiva Goswami in his Krishna Sandarbha. According to Brahma Samhita, the Lord has many forms. It is stated therein that the Lord has innumerable forms, and when he appears within the vision of the living entities, as Lord Krishna actually appeared, all his forms amalgamated with him. Besides all these infallible forms, he has his universal form as manifested before Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Here in this verse, the word Svitam is also used, which indicate that he had left his gigantic universal form called the Virata Roop, not his primeval eternal form, because there is hardly any possibility of his changing his form of Sachidananda. This simple understanding is at once realized by the devotees of the Lord, but those who are non-devotees either do not understand this simple fact or purposely raise a controversy to defeat the eternity of the transcendental body of the Lord. This is due to the defect called the cheating propensity of the imperfect living entities. By practical experience also, it is seen up to the present day that the Lord's transcendental form is worshipped by devotees in different temples, and all the devotees of the Lord factually realize that the form of the deity in the temple is non-different from the form of the Lord. This inconceivable performance of the internal potency of the Lord is described in Bhagavad Gita 7.25. Naham prakashah sarvasya yogamaya samavritah. The Lord reserves the right of not being exposed to everyone. In the Padma Purana, it is said that Ataha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhaved grahayam indriyaiha. The name and form of the Lord cannot be perceived by the material senses, but when he appears within the vision of the mundane people, he assumes the form of the Virata Roop. There is an additional material exhibition of form and is supported by the logic of a subject and its adjectives. In grammar, when an adjective is taken away from the subject it modifies, does not change. Similarly, when the Lord quits his Virata Roop, his eternal form does not change, although there is no material difference between himself and any one of his innumerable forms. In the 5th canto, it will be seen how the Lord is worshipped in different planets in his different forms even now, and how he is worshipped in different temples of this earth also. Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur have very elaborately explained this incident of the Lord's disappearance in their commentaries, quoting various authentic versions of Vedic literatures. The entire matter is explained in Bhagavad Gita as quoted here. The Lord reserves the right of not being exposed to everyone. He always keeps himself out of the vision of the non-devotees who are devoid of love and devotion, and thus he puts them still further away from the Lord. The Lord appeared on the invitation of Brahma, who prayed before the Shirodakshay Vishnu, and therefore when the Lord appeared, all the forms of Vishnu amalgamated with him, and when the mission was fulfilled, all of them disintegrated from him in the usual course. Hare Krishna.